Good morning, everyone. So I am 2.5 weeks out today. It's a check-in day, really busy day in general, but my weight dropped a little bit again. I'm back down to where I was before my refeed and before my big drop this past weekend. So I took photos and I'm gonna go do my cardio, even though it doesn't really feel like cardio at this point. It's just a 30-minute pretty calm walk, but I'm gonna go do that and get ready for the work day. Probably chat with you all about my feelings more so as an athlete going into the show, where I've been, what I'm struggling with, what I'm not. It'll be a slightly different vlog today, but let's get a jacket on and I'm gonna get into my cardio. Energy today is not great at the moment, so I'm just heating up a pan so I can start breakfast. And it's kind of been the thing the past 3 weeks is my energy's been super inconsistent, which makes sense when dieting and pretty close to a show. You're gonna have a lot of ups and downs, and pretty much for me, it's correlated with my weight. So when I have another chunky drop in my weight, it's typically rough days ahead. So my weight's back down, and it's just hitting home. So just gonna try to do my face look presentable today. Maybe that'll help me feel more alive. But it's just been managing the fatigue and trying to stay a human while doing all this, and working on getting used to posting on YouTube and doing my business while everything that goes on in the house. Okay, there's my eyebrow pencil. So it's just been a bit of an adapting period. It's been so long since I've done this, and the responsibilities I have on me now are a lot different than they were then. I had different challenges when I prepped when I was in college, and then I had different challenges my last prep when I was working my first career job. There's different things that were harder, and it's not that I'm not used to it or not facing the changes well. It's a new battle. It's a new dragon that I'm in front of, and it's been an adjustment, and I'm happy to have all the things I have going on in my life, but it's just been different, the responsibilities, and having this many girls that I coach while prepping. I have an example that I have to uphold. And it's not an outcome, but in how I manage things. And I think how I show up because of that is completely changed. And it's in a good way, but... Oh! So my food, I've kept the same the past few weeks, and I've done refeeds, but I think what I'm about to do is change it where I increase my food, because I like just having my little bit of walk time in the morning for cardio. I think it's good for me, but it's just a nice way to start my morning. So I don't want to have to pull cardio down to basically no expenditure. So likely in the next 2 days, I'm going to bump my food. I need to look at my numbers on my weight and see where it's been dropping the most and go from there with my adjustments. So that's kind of my thoughts, but I'm happy with how my physique looks. I just, not nervous about this. Nervous isn't the right word, but it's the closest that I can think of. I just don't want to blow way too far past what they're thinking for Fit Model, where I'm only planning on doing 2, maybe 3 shows this season. I don't want to overshoot and then not feel like I have to do another show, but if I overdid condition and I was close, and that's something that's very easy to fix and do another show, I would have a hard time not. So I don't want to do that. So I'm being more conscientious and conservative on my conditioning my first show. Get feedback, send my photos out, see what I can hear, and continue watching and go from there. So that's kind of another one of the things that's been in my head lately with prep and things. So in a fun turn of events today, power just went out. So actually right before I did my check-ins today, the power flickered once and then it went out for about a minute, but it's been a few minutes now. So I'm worried it's gonna stay out. There's a certain point where it's like you don't have a breakdown about things, you just kind of laugh. I think that's, you hit a point in life and in bodybuilding that you relinquish control and understand that if it's outside of your control, stressing yourself out is not, it's not helping you, one, get through it, or two, achieve your goals or be a better person all around. So I thankfully can still do some of my work. My laptop has charge. Hallelujah. I have my oats. I can't make my coffee right now, though. Which kind of sucks. I really needed it. But gonna do what I can. I'll probably shoot my boss an email. And I don't want to hook up the generator on my own. That's one of Jay's jobs. So we'll see. We also had HVAC people coming by today to help us fix something with our main AC unit and main heating because our furnace works, but our actual electrical driven one doesn't. So this will be interesting. I'll keep you guys posted. So power's back on, thankfully, but I think one of the things I'm struggling with the most is trying not to get overwhelmed. Because I know what all to do, but I just think sometimes I struggle with wanting to do everything perfectly and just managing my expectations of myself, because I don't know, I expect myself to be perfect for my clients, perfect at home, perfect as a bodybuilder, perfect as an employee, perfect with all of it, but my life isn't. And they said this to me, that like if I do something wrong and I find out, I like throw myself off a ledge and have a lot of issues with that. So I just think right now, where I have a bunch of posing today, I have posing video feedback reminders, a lot of work. The house needs a little bit picked up from where we went out over the weekend, and making sure all my ducks are in a row for being ready to travel for my show. It's just a bit much. I know I can do it. I know that my time management can handle it, but I think that's one of the things that, you know, if I feel like I need to have a fit, I let myself have it for 5 minutes, but I don't feel like I need to. It's just a lot. I do a lot, and oftentimes I handle it well, but I think it's important to understand that we all have these moments, even experienced competitors and coaches. Just let it wash over you and just focus on one task, and you'll get it done. And that's what I'm telling myself. So, and I know I will, but today's really overwhelming. Thankfully, my energy's come up a bit since I had my coffee, but it just feels like there's so much to do. And I know there's time. It's not even like, oh, there's not enough time. It's just, I feel like there's a lot and I want to do it now. And I'm just putting an unrealistic expectation on myself. So. Alrighty, so it's lunchtime. Mood's a bit better. Just had some anxiety, probably from caffeine and emotions on high. So I have some rice being made. I think I'm gonna do a stir fry. I really want some of my Nusauce peanut sauce. I just need a fun little meal. I think that'll get me going. So I'm gonna make some food, and I have a posing client, and then back to work. Probably while I eat, or like while my food's being made, I'll send out my reminder messages that I need to just check that off. Got a delivery for some home improvement stuff that Jay and I needed, so that's out the way. Things are brightening up. The sun is out. I will get some outdoor time with the kitties later. And yeah, so just take it from there. Vibes have improved. Vibes have improved. We're going to get a meal down, and things will go well. Alrighty, so got posing done, back at work, ate a meal, always good, have a little afternoon pick-me-up. Had half of it yesterday, half today, so I don't want to overdo it with caffeine, but I do need something sweet, something a little bit to help me with the ups and downs. Today's been all over the place with emotions, and it's just one of those days, everything, it's just a lot. So just gonna get through, just gonna sit down, focus on the task at hand. I really need to get 2 things done for this current project I'm working on with work. So I'm just gonna sit down, get that done. Got a new thing that came to my desk today. So do that, have HVAC people coming, and then from there, 2 posing tonight, make dinner, do yoga, all that fun stuff, and just bring you along for the rest of it, but just touch and base. All right, so the workday's over. I took the cats out for a little because they wanted some outside time. And I have my dinner marinating, so I'm doing steak tacos. So I have some sirloin with lime, little soy sauce, don't ask why, but it works. Cumin, chili powder, and oregano. Really good, I've done it before. Super diet friendly too. So I did a little yoga too. I need to do more, but I also want to do my backing practice, so I'll show you guys that. And then I have 2 posing, and then make dinner, probably have some steps tonight, feed the kitties and all that good stuff. I'm also about to put on a white strip, but my mood's doing better. It's just at a point where it's really up and down, and it's normal. You have these feelings that come and go, but I think it's important in the moment that you know it's fleeting, and you'll get past it, but just keep doing what you have to do. You know, take it day by day, hour by hour, 10 minute by 10 minutes sometime, but just keep at it. Give yourself grace, because I think, you know, especially if it's your first prep, you don't really know what you're getting into entirely, and how it's gonna be with your mental and how it's gonna impact your energy in your day-to-day life. So give yourself grace with that. Let's put on some white strips and let's do some breathing exercises. I'm also gonna stretch because I'm notorious about not stretching, even though do as I say, not as I do. I tell a lot of my girls how important it is with learning posing. So I'm gonna open my hips, all that fun stuff, see if I can get my back to even out some, because where posing has been busy since the season's starting. Excuse the lisp. My body's taking a toll. Today's honestly felt like I've lived 3 days in one, and I've been so all over the place. So forgive me. My moods today are just a roller coaster, but sometimes that's just how it is. Hello. Much better. That should help you. Try it again. Start from your front pose. Let's turn front to back. Widen that foot up a little for me, and that should help with the... You can just move the front foot instead next time I say that, so it's a little easier to do. Good. Turn your hips a little. Open your chest towards me just a touch. Beautiful. Right there. You feel kind of that nasty tilt in your hip? Yeah. We all hate it. All right, let's turn and face towards the back. Do your steps. Much better. Yeah, see now, that's why I didn't want to change any steps. Good. So step back with the right. Good. Step on the left. Step with the right with your toes to the left. Bring that foot in front of your left foot. That'll make it easier. There you go. Good. Now put your weight on your right and turn towards me. Good. Yes. You can pause before opening up that leg.
Yes, you hyenas. You will be fed. Hyenas, what's your... Damn it. Little greedy f***.
Thank you.
What? Come on.
Yeah, now go eat. No, not me. Satan. Got it. That's their little makeshift house. So there's 4 greedy cats. Penelope, come on. You eat, yeah, either eat that or eat that. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, she shuts the door so they can't get in, so. I mean, I think she's a blonde, for real.
It's okay.
So puts the food in, shuts the door.
Go in, honey.
Yeah,
Good
go
girls.
in with the door shut.
Go. No, Penelope. Go
Yeah,
in.
they don't have hands. I mean, bro, that's what I deal with.
Eat the food. There you go. There you go, honey. Big crunches. Here's Winston. What? No.
Alright, so posing's done for the day. Energy is actually pretty good, so it's time to make dinner. I'm gonna do steak tacos, make some pico, and then I have my little tortillas, which is an exciting little fun treat, and I also have pineapple with this meal, so super pumped about that. Just cruise through the night, hang out with Jay, and yeah, so maybe I'll record more tonight, maybe not, but if not, thanks for spending the day with me, you guys, and talk to you later. So we have our tortillas. Already weighed out my beef and just gonna evenly divide them as best I can. And there. Beautiful. And then now a little bit of onion, because that's the proper way to eat tacos. And a healthy amount of cilantro. I don't know, I might not do pico. I might have made it for no reason. Then get our salsa. In all of their beauty. And then we're going to do some pineapple. I have a new pineapple to cut, but I'm gonna go through the old stuff first. Just gonna use the pineapple I have. So some of it might not look the prettiest, but if it still tastes good, that's what matters. And we're at 100.